Every time you sit on your couch, what are you going to stir up? Dirt. Okay? You walk across your hardwood, you stir it up. You put your head on the pillow, you stir it up. So really, in order to get rid of the dirt out of the air, you really got to get rid of the dirt at its source. Okay? The source is going to be like carpeting, furnishing, all the place that holds the dirt. So let's look at the ways today we try to get rid of the dirt out of our home. Okay? And how we do that is by using a few tools. Okay? The first one is going to be a broom. We all use brooms, right? Yep. So when you're sweeping with a broom, where's most of the dust go? It goes back in the air, right? Also, we have feather dusters. I don't know how often people use these things.
I use that Swiffer one.
uses them.
I don't know if I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
I
like,
use a
it
Swiffer
stands
too.
and the ceiling fan and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and when we have those, where's all the dirt going in that
On the
thing?
floor.
Yes, that's going everywhere too. Now, I want you to watch me. Okay, do this again, okay? All right, you guys with me? Now watch me. Now let me ask you a question. Which fragrance would you use most with your rainbow? Would you use your apples, the lemons, or the berries? The berries? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, have you ever used used one of those things before? Where's all the dust go? It goes everywhere, right? Because when I'm talking about the rainbow, it's the gold, magic, amazing, phenomenal machine. When I'm talking about their disgusting ways they clean their home, it is just nasty. And it's going to rub off on the people. You guys with me? Because it is. And if you don't think it's nasty, we'll put you in a room and turn on like 5 vacuums at the same time. That'll do it, I promise you. Okay? That'll do it, all right? Okay, but one of the worst tools we use, unfortunately, is the vacuum. So if I could take a look at you guys' vacuum, it would really speed up our presentation. Where do you guys normally keep that at? Okay, so now we're going to go grab their machine. Okay, so we grab their machine. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to grab one.
Okay.
Okay. Machine. Okay, so first of all, when we grab their machine, we never ever call it by its brand name. Okay, we don't call it a Hoover or Eureka, a Dyson. We don't ever call it any names. It's a vacuum, okay? Because all vacuums work what? The same. Okay, look, the first vacuum was made in 1899, okay? So in 1899, let me share with you what vacuums have, okay? In 1899, they had an intake. They had a motoring device. They had a filtering device, which was actually the bag, and that actually acted as the exhaust. Okay, now here we are in 2017, and vacuums have, guess what? An intake, a motor, a filtering device, and an exhaust. In 117 years, or 118 years, what technological advances have we made? Well, on the vacuum, we've made none, but throughout history, we've put men on the moon, we've made cars. Okay, you can talk to somebody on a phone all the way throughout the world and see them. I mean, some miraculous stuff, but the vacuum is still what? The same. So if they haven't improved it in 118 years, what does that tell you? They ain't going to do it. You guys with me? They ain't going to do it. All right, so on their vacuum, it looks like the intake is where? In here. And then the motor is probably in there. Okay, and in here it looks like it's going to be the filtering device. I had not turned that thing on. Okay, and the filtering device actually acts as the exhaust, which you can see the vent right here where the stuff comes out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to turn the machine on and have you guys smell the air quality. Okay, so let's plug him in and we're going to turn him on. Okay, turn him on so you guys can smell the air. Okay, there you go. Woo! Oh, man. Ooh, that was not good, was it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Boy, that did not smell good. Okay. All right. So the first thing we do is we turn the machine on and have them what? Smell it. Okay. Okay, listen. Yeah.
What if they don't have a vacuum?
They're definitely in the market for a rainbow. Okay. All right. So what you do? Okay, see, when you say something and you show something, massive difference. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to go like this. Take your pointy and your thumb with your right hand and put it above your head. Okay, you all right-handed? Okay, so I want you to go like this, like you're going to lasso because you're in Texas. Go around in a circle. Okay, now watch me. We're going around a circle. Okay, now everybody take this and put it on your chin. Put it on your chin. Hurry, hurry. Where's your chin? Oh, your chin's there, right? Okay. So even though I instructed you, I told you guys to listen to me, you didn't listen. You just followed what I did, right? Okay. So what happens when you do this? If you're talking, you're talking, they're not paying attention. But if you show, they're gonna get it. Okay. So understand. First part of vacuum: smell stinky air. You could talk for 25 minutes. And don't show that, and it'll make no impact. Smell stinky air, and they're like, that's disgusting. You guys with me? Okay, so let's talk about why it's disgusting. Okay, bacteria multiply and thrive in a warm, dark, filthy place. So let's talk about that. Okay, fall back to science class when you were in school, and you got to grow bacteria in a warm place, right? In dark and filthy. So what do we have here? Okay, on the machine, what you're going to have is the motor is going to run really hot. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is when it runs really hot, and because the filter is going to be what? Clogged up, right? And it's completely dark inside here. And where's the filthiest place in your home? Here. Okay, because the job is to collect what? Filth. Okay, so we're not going to say dirt, we're going to say filth. Okay, so Peyton, it's not dirt, but it's called what? Filth. Okay, so Megan said actually, okay, Bob, what's the filthiest place in your home?
Bob, what's the filthiest place in your home?
And what am I pointing to? The vacuum collects the filth, but yet this is your family's filtration system. This product determines the air quality you have inside your home. Okay, so what does this determine, Brady?
That is filthy.
I agree with you, okay? But this product determines the air quality in your home. So tell me how you feel about that. Watch me do it. Tell me how I feel. I have to say, and I don't have to ask you. But this product determines the air quality in your home. How do you know how I feel about that? My body language, right? That's disgusting. Look at Melissa. She's doing good. She's doing good. Okay? So now the second thing you're going to have on here, it says bacteria are often a source of objectionable odors. Well, that smell, when we turn the machine on, most everybody says there's that dust smell. But actually, dust is odorless. When people say if dust is odorless, why did that smell so bad, right? Because, see, God put odor on earth for a reason. It's a warning sign to tell you something is wrong. Because what you're smelling is not dust, you're smelling bacteria. Let me give you an example of that. We've all had this happen, right? You go to the fridge and the milk's a couple days past the expiration date, so you check it. So how do you check it? You smell it, right? And you're like, and if it smells bad, here's what happened. Bacteria got in the milk, that created the bad odor. That's the warning sign. It says if you drink it, it could make you sick. See, the vacuum's the same way. But the bacteria gets in these filters. So that's where I'm going to pop this out and show the filter. Okay? That gets in the filters. That's the bacteria. That creates the bad odor. That's the warning sign that says if you breathe it, it can make you sick. Okay, so let's go through milk. What's the intent of the milk? To give them an example, right, yes. Megan? Okay, so when milk gets bad, what gets in it?
Bacteria.
And what does it create?
The bad odor.
And that tells you if you drink it, it could make you
sick.
Okay, so what gets in the filters?
Bacteria.
That creates the
bad odor.
That, and what that says is if you breathe it,
it can make you sick.
It can make you sick. Everybody with me? So milk is drinking, filters breathing, but it's bacteria in the same way. All right? And then the last one says is that they create odors. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the filter out of the vacuum. We showed them how to bang it, right? So we take the filter out of the vacuum, we bang, 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 okay, and show how disgusting it is. We put it back in, and now we're going to turn the machine on. Okay? So how you start your vac kill is you start with smell and you finish with sight. Everybody with me? Yeah. So you start with what?
Smell.
And you finish with
sight.
Everything in between doesn't mean a whole lot. If you start with sight or start with smell and end in sight. The middle stuff is real simple. What are they smelling? I said it. What are they smelling?
The film.
Bacteria. Okay? Now when we turn it on and we shine the lights, okay, so like on this one, okay, I think that'll probably, does that pop down there? Can't see the keys yet. Okay, so when we do that, we're going to shine the light. Oh, it's this beautiful filter. Okay, so we're going to shine the light about right here. Okay? All right, so here, can you turn that light off for me? Okay, look at the particles. Just by touching the filter. Okay, now do it. Turn it on. Big difference when you got the light out. Would you guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Go to a movie theater, and if you're there, it's all lit up, it's on time, and you don't see any dust. And then the lights go out, you see the beam of light, you look back, what do you see in the beam?
Yes,
Every time. And that's because as soon as you sat down, they started pumping dust in there. Right? Oh, it was already there.
It was already there.
But you didn't notice it because it was all lit up. Well, once you turn the light out, well, once they turn the lights out, turn the bright light on, you could notice it much more. You guys with me? Okay, so we kick it on. Thank you, Sean. So what happens when you do this part, turn the light out. If there's a ceiling fan, turn that off. If it's in the middle of the day, pull the blind shut. Because they gotta see it. It makes a difference. Okay? So we turn it on for just a couple seconds. Okay? About this far. Make sure their focus is between here and here. Now look how bad the air looks after we turned it on for just a few seconds. Imagine how bad it would look after you let it run for 45 minutes. Is there any way you could get rid of the dirt and bacteria by using a vacuum? What do you think?
No.
No way, right? Hey, would it be okay if we got that dirt out of here, out of the air? Is that okay? Is that good? Okay, let's get that thing turned on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rainbow and I'm going to turn it on. Watch me. Okay, so I'm going to turn the rainbow on. Oh! Okay. Woo! Look at that. See that dirt going in there? Ooh, that's a lot better, right? That smells pretty good, doesn't it? Okay? So what you can do is just look at the dirt, look at the particle, and you see how it gets wet. Now when I turn the light on, where am I standing? Where's my body? Directly behind the rainbow. Okay? Never do it just like this. I've had Megan, it's so hard for you to see the thing looking straight at it. You gotta look through the light. So your eyes gotta be over here. So my body's here, so you can look through it. Okay? If I'm doing it for Brandy, I gotta be like this so she can look through it. So you're always behind it. You guys with me? Okay? That's a lot better, right? Okay? So here we go. So we turn the machine on. We're gonna grab the rainbow, turn the machine on. What are we doing when we turn the machine on? Smiling. And what are we saying?
That's a lot better.
It's a lot better, right? Okay? Okay, so then the last thing we're gonna do with their vacuum is we've got to get, okay, so right now, if the lady says she's going to use the rainbow to clean the air, she likes all three immediate benefits. She would use the orange, she would use the sanitizer, she would use the eucalyptus, she would use it to air wash, deodorize, sanitize, and vaporize their air. She would use it for all that stuff. And then we ask this question about their vacuum. And we go like this. Okay? Now, Megan, if this light was permanently attached to your vacuum, where every time you turn it on, you can see all that stuff pumping out of there, would you ever turn it on again?
No.
Okay, so her husband does not have to be the sharpest dude around to know she don't want to use this again. You guys with me?
Yeah.
So if you don't ask Melissa, we don't know. Ask to help her out. Okay? So let me share with you, okay? The typical family is going to buy a rainbow every 3 to 5 years. That's what you spend on fragrancing, vacuums, shampooing, bags, filters, carpet replacement, humidifiers, vaporizers, dusting stuff, mops, buckets, cleaning equipment, inflation, colds, flus, viruses, doctor's appointments, sickness. If you're going to spend the money on 3 to 5 rainbows in 15 years, doesn't your customer deserve to own just one? What do you guys think? Our job is to give that information with emotion so they can make a good decision. Okay? I prejudge everybody to what?
Fire.
To buy a rainbow. Okay? When I was brand new, did I do that? Listen, my first demo was 37 minutes.
How'd you do that?
37. And they bought a machine. Okay? My training I had was 2 hours. They said, when everything's out of the box, Brandy, you're done. Okay? So I went out and I just did it real quick and they bought the machine. Okay? My first week I sold 6 out of 9. My second week I sold 9 out of 11. My third week I sold 11 out of 14. And my demo was terrible. I had a bad demo, but I was very enthusiastic. And to me, you would be nuts not to buy our product. Why wouldn't you? You're already paying for it. Okay? That'd be like going buying a brand new Mercedes. Okay? Toss the keys to your neighbor. Let them drive and you make the payment on it. That's kind of foolish. Would you agree? So I want you to understand, people are already paying the money for this. And the performance is amazing. So what I got to do is I got to get them to say, I don't want to use it anymore. They want to say it anyway. But what you're trying to do is get it out so the husband is like, when you're done with the demos, Casey will tell you, when the husband goes like this, babe, we need a rainbow. We need a rainbow. Now, why is he going to say that? Because the entire demo, what has his wife said?
I
want a rainbow.
I don't want to use the vacuum.
I want to use the vacuum. I want to get rid of the dirt. I want healthy air. Okay? So, see, look, Brand, if you did your show and they're like, hey, which fragrance you use most of your rainbow? I don't like any of them. Okay. Would you use a sanitizer? No. Would you use eucalyptus? No. If that light was attached to your vacuum, would you ever turn it on again? No, I like my vacuum. I'd run it all the time. Well, first of all, we would call somebody because they need some help. But if they said that, what's the odds they would buy a rainbow? What do you guys think? Terrible, right? But if they said it all the positive way, the odds of them getting a rainbow is what? Really, really high. Okay? So here we go, Sean. You say this back to me. Bob, if this light was permanently attached
If this light was permanently attached
to your vacuum, would you ever turn it on again?
to your vacuum, would you ever turn it back on?
And what is she going to say? No. So the wife said what? I don't want this thing. So now we ask the husband. We go like this. We say, John, if you got a product that don't work and you can't fix it.
What do you do with it?
Exactly. What do you do with it? And here's the guy's answer like 9 times out of 10. Yeah, get rid of it. Then normally they don't go like this. Oh, get rid of it. They're normally like, yeah, get rid of it. Okay.
Christmas is coming up real soon.
Okay. So here we go. All right. So Melissa, Bob, if you got a product that doesn't work
Bob, if you had a product that doesn't work
and you can't fix it,
and you can't fix it,
what do you do with it?
what would you do with it?
Perfect. Brandy, Bob, if you got a product
Bob, if you have a product
That
that doesn't work and you can't fix it, what would you do with it?
get rid of it. Excellent. Let's get this out of here for you. Okay. So now we get rid of that. Okay. So let me just share with you some thoughts that we have about how people, organizations, companies feel about the rainbow. We know you guys are pretty excited about the rainbow, right? But let me share with you what's